Hi, everybody. It's Cassandra from Master Your Stress. Today, I wanted to talk about the joys of caregiving. I mean, oftentimes, many people, when they talk about being a family caregiver, they talk about the frustrations and the overwhelm and the stress and the anxiety and all of these really heavy, heavy things. And myself included, I've done that. But that's not the only side to the story. There are also quite a few joys that come from being a family caregiver. So that's what I want to talk about today. Just three of the joys that come from being a family caregiver. So the first one that I wanted to talk about is that bond, the bond of love and connection. Because being a family caregiver, it's not just about providing like physical help and support to your loved one, but it's also about like nurturing their emotions and the emotional connections that you have. Because if you're a family member, generally there is some kind of bond that exists already, but by being a caregiver to a family member, that can help increase the bond and make it grow stronger. Because being a family caregiver, it's more than just having a duty. It's really an opportunity to strengthen that relationship. And when you become a family caregiver, you might find yourself really connecting to your loved one in a way that you hadn't thought about before. And that's because you have shared experiences together and you are able to trust that person, you trust in one another, and you're able to be vulnerable with each other and you have a mutual dependence upon each other. So that really helps to strengthen the bond that you have as a family caregiver with your loved one. And you'll find that while you're caregiving, there'll just be like pockets and moments of joy. I know for me, few years ago when I was providing caregiving services for my grandmother, some of the best times that I had were when it was just me and her in her house. And that would be the time that she would take to tell me about her childhood and what it was like for her growing up, like her favorite dog and the stories about her brothers and sisters and her parents. So I got to learn a wealth of information about other relatives of mine, some that I had never even met before. And it was because of the time that we got to spend together with me providing care for her. So being a family caregiver can really, really strengthen those family ties. And that's one of the joys of being a family caregiver. The second joy of being a family caregiver is finding meaning and purpose in the care that you're providing. Because you can find a really deep sense of fulfillment in knowing that you're caring for your loved one during their time of need. I mean, the things that you do, the actions that you take, and the decisions that you make directly contribute to the well being of your loved one. And that can really add a sense of purpose to your own life. And whether you're helping out with daily tasks like personal care, or you're providing companionship, or you're there offering your emotional support to your loved one, you can find meaning in your ability to help alleviate any pain or suffering that they might be going through at that moment in time. And that can really be one of the blessings and one of the joys of caregiving that you're able to be committed to helping someone else maintain their sense of worth, their sense of dignity as a human being. And you're ensuring their comfort, their safety, and improving their quality of life. And that is how you find meaning and purpose for your own life as a family caregiver. The third joy that can be found in family caregiving is your own personal growth and development. Now, caregiving is not easy and it's generally not for the faint of heart. But what it does is it challenges you and helps you grow because caregiving challenges you to develop patience and flexibility, being adaptable to different situations. And all of that helps you develop resilience in the face of adversity. When you're going through the highs and lows and ups and downs of caregiving, you can discover an inner strength that you didn't necessarily know that you have. And that's a capacity for growth because together you and your loved one are learning how to navigate the different challenges that caregiving brings. And if you can do that by maintaining your grace and composure and just adapting to, whatever it is that life is throwing at you and the challenges that arise, then you, my friend, will become resilient. And that's a way of growing. Every challenge that you overcome as a family caregiver is a testament to your strength and determination. And it's a cause of celebration and a time for reflection. Because, yes, caregiving has its challenges, but every obstacle that you overcome can increase your sense of accomplishment and your sense of pride in yourself and what you're able to do and how you're able to improve the life and the well-being of your loved one. And in that, you can find joy in small victories. So those three things, the bond of love and connection, finding meaning and purpose, and your own personal growth and development are three joys that you can take away from your time of being a family caregiver. And let me give you a bonus one. Another one is gratitude and appreciation. Because being able to care for another person, another human being, your loved one, it's actually a privilege. And by your very act of providing care to that other person, you're expressing gratitude, not only for that opportunity, but for the ability to spend time with that person and to be there with them and for them. So, as a family caregiver, you might find that you're transformed by that experience in ways that you never thought of or never imagined. Caregiving can help you gain a deeper understanding of yourself and also the world around you. From learning the true meaning of compassion to discovering your own strength and resilience, caregivers just like you emerge from that experience with a newfound appreciation for the richness and complexity of life. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video about the joys of caregiving. If you like this video, don't forget to hit subscribe so that you never miss another moment from Master Your Stress. And if you know someone who could benefit from it, forward it on to them. Catch you next time.